I just had to let you know.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Seattle Seahawks. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
On the double. 55. Here we go, G. Get off the field.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Here we go.
I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
At the Saints' 47-yard line.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. This will be caught by Brown. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing is Kaepernick on third down. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 23. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nick Vigil. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Get off the field. Get off the field. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, tight.
On second down, here's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down again. The sack coming from Adrian Claiborne off the edge. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Kaepernick now on third and goal. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Check, 59, 59. I'll get him.
They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Haskins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The sack by Michael Bennett, the native of tiny Independence, Louisiana. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Ross, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's Kaepernick. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be 3rd and long.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Now here's Ross. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Haskins, eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. 2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Saints. 59 yards.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
I know he ain't got
it. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. This stadium once registered as the loudest. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. Edelman's first catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. To throw on 2nd and 6. Haskins buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch twins.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. He completes it to Henry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Here's Haskins to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll come out in the pistol. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Now Kaepernick into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Flushed out right. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's got some space here. And they work this out past the 25.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. 2nd interception for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Switch up, switch up.
Kaepernick going to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st down, Kaepernick escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good 1st half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the 2nd half.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Squeeze, double.
To throw, Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check 59, Mike is 59, Mike to 59.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. And he's got Sanu. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run it with Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans.
A gain of 14. And the Saints first down.
Check. Mike 5-4.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Draw play. This is Henry. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Looking to throw, Haskins. Rolling to his right. Hard throw, incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. 2nd down, Haskins. He's got the rookie, Darius Slayton. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 50 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Okay, ready? 55. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And they go jet sweep. Here's Sanu. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
With the score, Saints 41, Seahawks nothing.
Here we go, D. Here I go.
Now a draw play. This is Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43. Edelman, the intended receiver that time.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Forced out to his left. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Bell. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. He'll buy some time right. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here's another interception. It's Desmond Trufant. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw is Kaepernick. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Kaepernick to throw. Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run on first down. It's Bell, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Got him in, it's Brown. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They've now produced 3-yard gains on 3 straight plays. Leads us to fourth down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pete Carroll looks like he likes his chances with the offense on the field. They're going for it on fourth. Kaepernick to throw for it on fourth. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Derrick Henry. It's the linebacker, Brandon Marshall, there on the tackle. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
What we got? What we got? What we got? What? He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. 25.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Saints, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the
okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Every time I'm through, same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view, hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me.